Once upon a time, in a city of glittering towers and endless traffic, there was a gang. Not just any gang, but the most feared in the land, the Bad Guys. They were villains spoken of in hushed tones, painted on wanted posters, chased in every headline. At their head, proud Mr. Wolf, tall and sharp, his suit as crisp as his grin. Beside him slithered Mr. Snake, bitter and lazy, but clever when it counted. Towering over them, Mr. Shark, a master of disguises despite his impossible size. Quick-tempered Mr. Piranha, whose tiny body held endless fury. And finally, the genius of the group, Miss Tarantula, 8 legs racing across keyboards, her screens glowing like fireflies in the dark. Together, they were unstoppable. Together, they were family. Their story begins in a diner, sunlight slicing through dusty blinds. Wolf and Snake talk like old friends, the world shrinking around them. Patrons sit frozen, pretending not to notice, for predators are not to be disturbed. Then, in one smooth motion, they leave their booth, cross the street, and slide into a cherry red car. Wolf twirls the keys, Snake groans, and the engine roars. The camera rushes forward, sirens erupt, tires scream. A ballet of steel and smoke fills the streets. Shark bursts from a bank in a ludicrous disguise. Piranha yells threats twice his size. Tarantula hacks alarms as if she's playing piano. Wolf leads with impossible precision, his car sliding inches from disaster. Through alleys, over bridges, past flashing police lights, they vanish into legend. The city calls them monsters, the newspapers sneer, but in truth, they relish it. The Bad Guys are the best, until the day someone calls them boring. Governor Diane Foxington, poised and elegant, appears on television, dismissing them as predictable. Her words strike deeper than handcuffs ever could. Wolf feels the sting. Predictable, not him. He vows to steal the city's greatest treasure, the Golden Dolphin, a prize gleaming in a gala hall, shimmering like destiny. The night of the gala unfolds like a dream. Chandeliers glitter, dresses swirl, music hums. The dolphin spins beneath a spotlight, drawing eyes like a jewel from the heavens. The Bad Guys weave through the crowd, Shark as a waiter, Piranha stuffing hors d'oeuvres in his pockets, Tarantula hidden in the wires above. Wolf, in his tuxedo, moves like he owns the room. But fate intervenes. An old woman stumbles on the stairs. Gasps ripple. Without thinking, Wolf rushes forward. Slow motion. His hand catches hers. His eyes soften. Applause blooms like thunder. For the first time, Wolf feels a warmth he cannot name. It rattles him more than any chase. And then, Professor Marmalade, a guinea pig of infinite charm, steps into the spotlight. He proclaims he can reform the Bad Guys, turn villains into heroes. The police close in. The gang has no escape. Wolf whispers the plan. They'll play along. They'll con the world by pretending to be good. Training begins. It is a comedy of failure. Snake forced to rescue kittens, Piranha trying to control his temper, Shark terrifying children while attempting kindness. Marmalade beams at each disaster. But Wolf begins to change. Every small act, every accidental kindness leaves a mark. He finds himself dreaming of being more than feared. One night, on a rooftop glowing under the stars, Wolf confides in Foxington. "What if I don't want to be the bad guy anymore?" he whispers. She smiles knowingly, her eyes heavy with secrets. "Maybe you never were." But villains attract betrayal. At a second gala, chaos erupts. The Golden Dolphin disappears, alarms blare, and Marmalade frames the bad guys. Cameras flash, the crowd turns. In an instant, their dream collapses. Behind bars, Snake spits fury. We'll never change. But Wolf stays silent, torn between loyalty and the truth he has tasted. Then comes revelation. Foxington reveals herself as the Crimson Paw, a thief who once walked Wolf's path. She left crime behind. She believes Wolf can too. In her words, he sees a way forward, not as prey, not as predator, but as something new. Marmalade unleashes his plan. Drones swarm the city, stealing fortunes, spreading terror. And so, the bad guys must decide, flee or fight. Slowly, one by one, they choose each other. Tarantula sparks the screens back to life. Shark waddles forth in disguise, absurd yet brave. Piranha howls into battle. Snake hesitates, then slides in, loyalty shining through anger. The final battle is chaos and wonder. Drones spiraling through night skies, lasers slicing the dark, Wolf's coat whipping as he charges. Tarantula's claws race, turning machines against their master. Shark flails in slapstick brilliance. Piranha leaps with fury that topples giants. Snake and Wolf stand back to back, just as they always have, but for something greater than themselves. At last, Marmalade is caught, trapped in his own devices, screaming as his empire falls. The city stares at the bad guys, no longer monsters, but heroes. And for a heartbeat, Wolf feels whole. Handcuffs close around their wrists. They do not resist. Heads high, they march into the van. The city watches with new eyes. Wolf glances at Snake, who grumbles before smirking. Guess we're bad at being bad. The van doors slam, the music swells. And so, the story of villains and heroes ends, not with a roar, but with a promise. For perhaps in the heart of even the baddest wolf, there was always a spark of good. And in the city streets, that spark has only just begun to shine.